What's going on, guys? Welcome to Everything Always. My name's Michael Roman, aka Allfires. Now, it might have felt a little out of the ordinary when in late 2022, whatever was going on behind the scenes disharmoniously with the pre-production for Blade spilled out into very public reporting, and just months before they were set to start filming, the director left the project. But this exact same thing happened, and for the exact same reason, during the Infinity Saga, when just months before Ant-Man was set to start filming, Edgar Wright left the project, and because of the script. In the most recent case, though, it was reported the lead actor Mahershala Ali was not okay with what he had read, a very short 90-page script that said to have very little in the way of action, this ultimately leading to Marvel Studios delaying the film by over a year. And that's where we pick up today with everybody's favorite anonymous 4chan plot leak, seemingly outlining the plot and details from that original script. And while Marvel has already announced they have a brand new director and writer team developing this may give us some inkling as to what they originally planned for Blade's debut in the MCU and what their intentions may be for the character as they rework the new script. We're going to do the normal read through it in full, annotate it where we can, and of course issue the normal spoiler warning. But first, if you could grab the subscribe button. We do daily Marvel content at the channel, and that's all we do. Everything from official Easter egg breakdowns, trailers, and reviews to the occasional industry insider report and everything in between. So if that sort of thing's for you, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. That will automatically enter you to win our ongoing PS5 giveaway, which we will be giving away to coincide with Ant-Man's release next month. So again, if you want to be entered to win, all you got to do, be a subscriber, leave a comment down below, stick around at the end of the video. We get into all the giveaway stuff again there. So quickly, the normal spoiler warning. Remember to take everything that doesn't come directly from Marvel Studios with a grain of salt. We of course give a lot more reverence to industry insiders, editorials, Hollywood trades that have a written and proven track record, but occasionally anonymous posts to 4chan and Reddit just like this can end up becoming correct. So only you know if you're susceptible to that kind of thing. We're leaving it in rumor mill territory. Also, very important to note that this was posted on November 29th, only 8 days after the Hollywood Reporter announced that Jan Demange from Lovecraft Country had been hired by Marvel to be the new director, and that Michael Starbury would be penning a new script. That is to say, he did not write a new script in exactly a week, and that if any of this is correct, it must be from the original script that Mahershala Ali did not like. It starts by saying, in the 1920s New Orleans, Blade's pregnant mother, Tara Brooks, visits Dr. Deacon Frost for treatment, only to discover that he is a vampire preying on outcasts like her. It flashes forward to the 1970s, where vampire hunters Rachel Van Helsing and Hannah Mulking infiltrate a vampire gathering, but are caught and nearly killed before Blade rescues them. Their employer, Quincy Harker, and his enforcer, Taj Natal, ask Blade for help retrieving a weapon that the vampires are after. Blade refuses until he finds out the weapon is with Frost. Flashes back, explains that Frost fed on Tara and left the baby Eric to die in the streets, but a prostitute found and raised him until vampirism manifested and she abandoned him. One day, young Eric tried to save an elderly blind musician from a vampire attack, only to learn he was legendary vampire hunter Jamal Afari, known as Blade, for his silver sword. Afari learned that Eric was a vampire immune to sunlight and adopted and trained him, and eventually Eric became the new Blade. During his adolescence, Eric fell in love with Safin Calder, the daughter of the singer at the nightclub where Jamal performed, but Jamal forbid the relationship. On present day, Blade, Rachel, and King raid an underground lab and discover that Frost's secret weapon is a teenage girl who is a daywalker like Blade. Rival vampires who oppose Frost's genetic experiments attack, but Blade and his team manage to escape with the girl, Alex. Flashbacks explain Jamal and Eric confronted Frost and seemingly killed him, but Jamal was bitten in the process and he killed himself rather than turn. Frost had genetically altered himself to control all the vampires he creates and kept several as slaves, including Blade's mother, forcing Blade to mercy kill her. Alex tries to run from the hunters, but Blade catches up to her and they fight off vampire assassins. She recounts how Frost tortured her and Blade promises to protect her. Blade takes Alex to the Harker estate so Harker can help her, but Harker double crosses them and announces he must kill Alex. Blade and Alex both have a genetic mutation that made them daywalkers, and Frost wants to use their DNA to turn his followers into daywalkers as well, so Harker decides it's too dangerous to let Alex live. Blade objects, but is overpowered and captured by Natal. Harker then reveals that Alex is actually Blade's daughter. He had reunited with Saffron and they had spent the night together before Blade left, unaware that Saffron had gotten pregnant. Rachel and King free Blade, and together they rescue Alex before Harker can kill her. Blade then fights and kills Natal. Hannibal King lures Frost and his followers to their location, and then Rachel realizes Frost had turned him during the raid, and King is now under Frost's control. Frost reveals that he killed Saffron and abducted Alex to extract her DNA, and tortures Blade about taking all the women Blade loves. Frost kills Harker and prepares to transform his followers into Daywalkers when the rival vampires arrive, and there is a three-way battle that begins. Blade then fights Frost, but Frost defeats and nearly kills him until Alex stabs him with the sword. Blade exposes them to sunlight, destroying Frost. Rachel takes over Harker's operation, and Blade and Alex leave together, Blade telling Alex that he is her father and taking her as an apprentice, telling her one day the sword will be hers. Movie ends to a flash forward to present day, with older Blade and adult Alex still hunting vampires. Okay, so there's two things I want to say about this. The first of which, and especially for those of you finding my channel for the first time, those of you who've heard me do this before, you know I'm extremely cynical, especially when it comes to something this written out and then posted anonymously. But what I will say is, whether or not this is completely fan fiction or a secondhand retelling of real insider knowledge about that first script, this is by far the best written one of these I have ever read. The most succinct, the most well written. So whomever did this, bravo for your writing quality. Second thing I will say is that whether or not this is true, if it is the original script or some semblance of it, I can see why Mahershala Ali did not want to make this film. It's barely about him, and other than the flashback scene that shows when he started being trained, it's mostly about his daughter Alex. By the end of the film, he's already training her as his replacement, transitioning to another Blade. Literally, if the first opening act doesn't start scene in Blade fully realized of all his powers, killing vampires, your script has already started wrong. Blade the film should be about Blade killing vampires in awesome ways throughout the film, multiple action beats. If you need any reminder of how Marvel used to do a film, Age of Ultron is a great example of this. Sometimes when I watch that film again, when Hulk is facing off against the Hulkbuster, I think to myself, would we ever get that these days? Where coming off Act 1's major action beat, we get another 5-minute major action beat as a transition into Act 2. It's like hearing a 4-minute or 5-minute guitar solo on the radio. It just doesn't happen anymore. So as it pertains to the upcoming Blade script, if it's not Mahershala Ali as a fully realized Blade doing Blade things in Blade ways, then you're just doing this wrong. Seriously, multiple long, amazing action sequences are a lot of what we want to get out of this film. I'm not saying you can't have a fully developed story, but this is not hard, and honestly, this script feels like it's always trying to get around to what you want. Just scrap it and make it awesome, and I really hope that's what Marvel Studios is trying to do now. I'm so glad Mahershala Ali cares enough about the character and the script, because guys, it would have been a lot easier for him not to have caused this sort of commotion and just gone forward with it and then just been a part of another project where he's getting paid. But he cares about this project. That's why he went to Marvel Studios and approached them about doing this character, and he wants it done right. And it sounds like we're going to luck out here and we're going to get the right film because of that. Fingers crossed. It doesn't really look anything like the script. But you guys let me know all your thoughts down below. If you don't agree with the essence of what I'm saying, I know in the last 2 minutes I kind of ranted, which I don't do too often at the channel. I just really hope they get it right. Apparently, that's what all of this is about. Hopefully they will. Guys, let me know all your thoughts down below about any of this as the original script, and or what you want to see from the film. I'm all ears as always. Quickly, let's get into the giveaway stuff before I let you go. Okay, we're still giving away a PlayStation 5 now. Instead of giving them away at subscriber milestones, because who knows how long those are going to take, we're just going to do it to coincide with the release of Marvel films. The next one is mid-February-ish to coincide with Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. So if you want to be entered to win or for any future daily giveaways, all the same rules will always apply. All you got to do, be a subscriber, so hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and because it's truly random, the more videos you comment on, the better chance you have of winning. All winners will be announced in video and on screen, so please be vigilant in my comments, any other YouTube channel, or really any platform. There are scammers everywhere. Anybody can use anybody's picture and say they're anybody. No YouTuber will ever ask you to comment on a third-party app like WhatsApp or Telegram. No YouTuber will ever charge you for shipping, guys. So please be vigilant. If you see those comments, just report them. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. And as always, if you like today's video, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. My name's Michael Roman. You can find me in a couple of places, Instagram and Twitter at IamBuyers. You can also find me on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple, iTunes, under the name All Fires with original music. And while I sincerely appreciate you checking my channel out, stick around, we'll be posting again real soon.